watching them, watching us being pushed towards the gate just kind of ticked me off. The next clip, they just hurt me. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Drew, and today we are going to go to Batu Caves for the Thaipusam festival, which is a Tamil Hindu festival. It's actually not going to be today. Let me rephrase that. I don't want to get up tomorrow before we leave and film the intro. We're probably going to catch the 6:45 bus from here. It's just going to be a very early morning for us, so I'm going to bed early tonight trying to get everything done, because if you know, you know, I have to cook my own food and bring most of my food with me tomorrow because I can't just eat out due to the oil content. So I'm trying to get everything prepared, film what I need to film tonight. That's how I feel right now. It'll be worth it, because tomorrow at the Thaipusam festival, very difficult for me to say, Thaipusam, it should be such a thrilling event. From what I've heard, it can be quite, I don't know how you say, I would maybe say destructive, or not really destructive. It can be quite an intense festival, is what I've heard so far. So I'm like, am I gonna see some things that I don't want to see as far as blood maybe? And I don't know. I'm not really a person that enjoys that kind of stuff. I'm sure there are people that do, maybe like doctors or something. So I'm a little bit like hesitant about what we're going to see tomorrow. That should make the vlog like a funner experience for all of us, because we just don't know. Or maybe some of you actually do know. Comment below if you actually know the experience of it all. Let's go see what Thaipusam has to offer. Torture. I swear, this train took 5 minutes just to reach the platform. Snail-like. You are welcome for me speeding it up. Also, all the windows were shattered, so we couldn't see out the entire train ride, which was slightly disappointing, but we ended up getting off this train for a potty break at a station, and the next train was better. Sorry for the bad lighting, but I am working on getting a better camera. Subscribe to help out. In all the other countries we've been to, if there is a section for women only, they enforce this rule. So I actually was saddened by men sitting in the women's section and men on the women's train cars. Maybe it was just this day because the train was so busy, but I just think they should do a better job at enforcing this rule if they're going to have the rule in the first place. Thankfully, the train goes directly to Batu Caves, and you hop off into the insanity that is Thaipusam. Wow. Just wow. First, you have the fair situation. Then you walk amongst the crowd to see the different temples, huge statue of Hindu gods, fresh sugarcane juice. It was great. Okay, you see this woman in yellow carrying a jug on her head? That is part of the festival. Women carry heavy milk jugs as offerings. If anyone is watching who actually knows more of the significance, please comment below, as I would love to learn from you. The caves were absolutely beautiful, with the greenery all around. And going in the temples, it seemed to be such a holiday where people relaxed and were surrounded by family. It was actually wholesome to see how everyone participated in the holiday. The only downfall was the amount of trash in the temples. I will say I did not enjoy this part. I think this is a huge milk jug. Correct me if I'm wrong. When I filmed it, I didn't know what it was, but I think that's what I discovered. Okay, this moment was epic, but I feel so bad for this man. When I film, I don't comprehend the situation I am in a lot of times. So I didn't even see the monkey about to knock the soda over until it was too late. But the monkey got his food. Haha. It would not be a day in Malaysia without a motorcycle in the middle of a crowded area. One of my favorite parts about this country. So as we were walking, we noticed quite a bit of police presence and some cameras. Then looking up, we found that they were doing a press conference with some leaders in Malaysia. We asked the man who was there and he said they were the Ministry of Human Resources. I'm not sure exactly how to translate that to a political office in the US, but later on they did talk about health insurance, so it seems about right. The next part, I'm just going to let it speak for itself, music and all. Except, yes, they are dragging heavy things by placing hooks in their backs and having rod piercings through their cheeks. Ouch.
Urwai arwai, uladai adai, marwai malarai, maniyai oliyai, karwai uirai, kadiyai vidiyai, urwai warwai, arulwai gugani. Yang terhormat Tuan Gobind Singh Nehru, Menteri Digital. Yang terhormat Tuan Steven Sim, Menteri Sumber Manusia. Yang bahagia Tan Sri Dato' Dr. R. Nadaraja, Pengurusi Queen Sri Mahamaliamman Adun Kota Kemuning, Timbalan Kutub Polis Selangor, Dato' Sasikala Dewi, Ketua Polis Daerah Gombak. Bahagia Dato' N. Sivakumar, Pemuda Amanah.
Quick intermission on the fun that is Thaipusam. In a second, we'll go back to it. Don't worry. This day was probably unlike any other day that I've ever experienced up until this point. It was utter chaos at the caves, to say the least. Apparently there was between the 2 days, and our day was the busiest, there was 1 million people that visited. So the first part that I filmed was more tame, I would say, which I'm kind of happy in the long run that the first things I saw were not the last things that we actually saw, because I would have been a little bit more timid probably. Know how to put it. It's not really violent, it's not bloody, none of it was that. The next clips, they just hurt me. I could only film for so long sitting there watching them. I don't like when people get hurt, or I feel like somebody is being hurt or hurting. This festivity is kind of about that. It's about labor. It's about pushing yourself to the limit. That's not my style. So the next clips are very interesting. If you are a bit squeamish, then you can fast forward through them or whatnot. Timestamps are below. I would recommend you watch it. However, just skip it if you're a bit squeamish, because it's nothing terrible or violent or bloody or anything that I think people can't see. Ouch. 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 Let's get back to it. Thank you. So, as I was saying before, this day was just utter chaos. It was just dirty, tons of people. It was actually really gross there, which is very unfortunate because there was just trash everywhere. I got back and I could not wait to take a shower, one, and two, my feet were the blackest I've ever seen them. That is how I felt after coming back. After seeing everything, there is nothing inside of me that would say I shouldn't have done that, because it was definitely an experience to be had. This is a sacred tradition for so many, and obviously they would not continue doing it if there wasn't a deep, sincere heart towards this God and the religion in general. I won't say that it's bad, but seeing people in so much pain, and it was hot. Okay, really, the day was just kind of all around dangerous to me. The first thing is the crowds there were absolutely insane, and there weren't a lot of police. There was a lot of police around the government speech and the government officials that were there. That definitely had a lot of police around it, but the actual ceremony and parade did not have a lot of police around it whatsoever. So if the crowd got out of control, it would be mad chaos there. We get to the parade and you're just like in the middle of this parade. You're in the middle of these men carrying these super heavy things. They have hooks all down their back, through their mouths. If I can show you a picture, they have things that go through their cheeks, little rods or whatever. So they're in extreme pain carrying these things because it's so heavy. Then you have the sun and how hot it was. It's supposed to be around 40 degrees Celsius, like feeling wise, I think. About 100 degrees or more Fahrenheit. It was hot, and we were in the sun, and I was sweating, and that was one of my breaking points for myself, this day. Between seeing pain and the hot weather, I was done. So I can only imagine how dangerous it was for these men and potentially women. The women carry milk jugs on their head. That was like my first breaking point, is seeing them struggle so hard. They could easily pass out and, you know, be super dehydrated and die. I just don't love that. We're walking between the people doing this. They are smoking who knows what. Yin thinks, and I think she'd researched a little, that they were potentially in a trance. So who knows if they were smoking things. I don't know how trances work in general. If you do know, let me know if like what happens with these men doing this, what they're smoking, and if that induces a trance or if they go into a trance beforehand. Also, I have no idea how far they had to walk from start to end, but they have to climb, I think, 272 steps up the mountain or hill into the caves. One guy was rolling on the ground the entire way, so whatever he ran into. And I was like, how is he going to roll up the stairs? I have no idea. We saw one person start the bottom of the stairs, went away for like an hour, came back, and they were just getting like towards the top. So that's how long it was taking to get up the stairs. The stairs were insanely busy. Oh my gosh. If they had a stampede down those stairs, that was another huge danger thing to me, was watching how many people on those stairs. When we first got there, the middle rainbow stairs were free of people, but then they let them on those stairs. I can't even imagine how many thousands of people were on those stairs. Gosh. It's also one of those moments where you go, okay, I understand why the US government sends out warnings and says, do not go to protests, do not go to large gatherings, do not do XYZ when people are in these countries or doing whatever they're doing. And it's not that they're doing something bad or wrong, it's that situations can easily come out of control. And then you're in massive danger in a country you don't know, with people you don't know what they're doing because you don't even speak the language. And so it can just get dangerous, right? Thankfully, and I hope that after we left, that did not happen. I don't watch the news here, so I don't know, but I doubt it did. They do this every single year, so hopefully it's fine, and everything was fine. We wanted to get some Indian food or something, but it was so freaking hot that I was just sweating. And I don't typically just break out in a sweat and pour sweat down, but it was just so hot. We saw some Indian like sweet treats that we had wanted in a variety pack, and we bought those. Those will be on my shorts because I'm not trying them again. To be honest, they were so sweet. It was just, I had a sugar rush and then a sugar drop today because I tried all of them, and I'm not willing to eat that much sugar again, to be quite frank with you and honest with you. Some of them were good, they tasted like coconut, and some of them I just was like, this is just plain sugar. I don't understand why you would want to eat this. They weren't bad, they just were just sugar. I don't like feeling like crap. I just don't enjoy that. Imagine that. Anyways, so after we got our treats, we headed back to the train, and honestly, the transportation people should have done a lot better. It was very frustrating because the train was there whenever we got there. There was a small crowd at the gate, and they closed the gate off to the train, so you weren't allowed to get on the train, which I understand because they were cleaning the train, which is very nice. After they cleaned the train, all of them were just standing around looking at their watches for a specific time to let us through this gate. In the meantime, the crowd was building behind us in the gate, and we were getting closer and closer to each other to where I was so hot I thought I was gonna like almost pass out because it was just so hot that day, and you couldn't go anywhere because we're stuck at this gate. And so watching us being pushed towards the gate just kind of ticked me off. Like, it was not okay. They could have just opened the gate and let us on the train so that we did not have to go through that situation. But instead, whenever they open the gate, what happens when there is a crowd of people and like the gate's opening slowly and people are pushing in? Because when you create a situation like that, it creates this mentality that you have to get through the gate as fast as you can. We were just pushed through this gate, and there was a woman with a child beside me, and there was nothing I could do about hitting her because they were pushing me along the way. We got on the train and we got a seat. Those are situations that could be avoided, so I wish the transportation people would do a little bit better next time, because there's no reason to make people sit in that situation and then run each other over to get onto a train that has a set time for leaving. I'm sure they probably have a wonderful reasoning for what they did. However, they're creating chaos in a situation that didn't need to occur. I also forgot, it's so noisy and loud there. I could not talk there because it was so noisy and loud. The colors are just booming. India is just, I don't know if I could do India, guys. I really kind of want to go to mainland India, but man, it's so loud. My hearing was shot afterwards. There was a group of kids encouraging people to clean up their mess and put their trash in trash cans, and I was very encouraged by this because it was so dirty there. It was just a positive in the midst of the dirtiness. And so if you are those people and you are watching right now, thank you so much for being that light and saying you don't have to throw your trash on the ground. You can actually just put it in a trash can. That would be great. We love that. It's just more welcoming when you're not stepping on trash in the temple. So that's my personal opinion, though. I seem like kind of a Debbie Downer, but it was an awesome experience. Definitely worth it. Would I do it again? Probably, yeah. I'd be thankful to know what I was getting myself into next time. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for watching up to this point. Let me know if you've been to Thaipusam in, I guess they do it in India, I would assume, or Kuala Lumpur. Tell me what you think about everything that happened there. I would love to know your thoughts on that. And if you like this vlog, please subscribe. Let's go out and make our world 1% better today, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.